Welcome to Mental Math Monday for September 27th, 2021. My name is Mark Cronenberg, and I'm the founder of Math123. We specialize in private home math tutoring and test preparation. We also offer online tutoring. Let's take a look at today's tip. So we're going to talk about how do you multiply a number by itself. So as a warm-up, let's start with something you probably already know, 20 times 20. Since 2 times 2 is 4, 20 times 20 is 400. But let's say you want to know what is 21 squared. So what we're going to do is take the first perfect square, and then we're going to add 20 and 21 to get to the next perfect square. So 21 squared is going to be, what do we already know? 20 squared, and we're going to add 20 and 21. So we're adding a total of 41, so we get a total of 441. So 20 squared, add 20, that's where you started, add 21, that's where you're going to get a total of 441. So let's try another example. Try this one on your own, pause the video, and come back and see how you did. So 13 squared. Think about where you could start and how do you get to 13 squared. Pause the video and we'll check in a moment. Okay, let's see how you did. So you may remember from school, 12 squared is 144, but most people do not learn their times tables up to 13. So how do you dovetail from what you know to the next higher perfect square? So we're just going to use 12 squared is 144. You're going to add 12 and add 13. You're adding a total of 25. So 13 squared will now be 169. Let's try another example. Let's say I ask you 31 squared. Try that. Pause the video, come back, see how you did. Okay, so 31 squared, you're going to start with 30 squared. So since 3 times 3 is 9, 30 times 30 is 900. And so we're going to add 30 and 31. We're going to add 961 for a total. We're going to add 61 for a total of 961. So look at the pattern we've seen today. 12 squared, 144, turn it around. Reverse the order here. 13 squared, 169, 31 squared, 961. So that's a nice trick as well. So why does this work in general? So you're gonna have to revisit what you learned in algebra. So let's say you call the first number n. Let's say 30 is n, and then we'd call 31 n plus 1. So why does 31 squared equal 30 squared plus 30 plus 31? We could prove this in general if we just say 30 squared, call it n squared, 31 squared, call it n plus 1 squared. So we add the original number, n, and we add the next number, n plus 1. So we're hoping that n plus 1 squared is n squared plus n plus n plus 1. And doing a little bit of algebra review, if you FOIL this out or distribute it out, n gets multiplied by n plus 1 to give us n squared plus n. And then 1 also gets multiplied by n plus 1 to give us n plus 1. So this result matches what we had above. It does work in general. So in any case, hope you found this helpful. If so, please visit math123.com and also be sure to call 888-MATH123.